Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be exposing the Sleeping Beauty spell, and we're going to break down why they call it a Sleeping Beauty spell. So just stay with me, just stay tuned in to this video. Okay, first of all, it's really not a Sleeping Beauty spell. It's really a post-traumatic spell. This particular spell is done by putting you to sleep to cause you trauma within the sleep realm, within the realms of sleep. They want you to sleep in a deep realm of sleep to cause you trauma. That's basically what it is. If you look at the Sleeping Beauty characters, each character is telling you the phases that you will go through, and I'm gonna tell you right now. In order, Doc, he stutters. He has issues getting things out, so his brain is foggy. He's not able to communicate. If you know you're an excellent communicator, like I am, and I stutter, when I start stuttering or I start getting brain fogs, it's due to you going through the steps. That's number one step. But he stutters and he has brain fog. He's not able to get out. He's not able to communicate what he needs to communicate, what he's feeling, thinking. He's not able to do it. Either it goes through stuttering, and then I have had this spell cast on me a couple of times. I didn't know what the heck I was going through. But you start stuttering, you get brain fog, you're not able to communicate what you need, what you want. You can say certain things, you can remember certain things, but not at the time that you need to remember. And Doc, this is more to do with the root chakra. That's why he wears red. And then you'll notice yourself going into the sleep cycle. So you start stuttering, getting brain fog, because what they're doing is hypnotizing you to go to sleep. So like taking naps when it's not a good time, when it's unusual. Like me, I usually get 4 hours of sleep and I'm good. And then I started getting tired. I thought it was because I'm getting older, but it wasn't. It's because the older you get, the less sleep you should need. So yeah, if you look up that information, you will see which age bracket, what amount of sleep you should be getting. And I was wondering, I was like, okay, it's like, do I need to go to the doctor? And Spirit said no. So you start to sleep and take naps. How can I put this? At unusual times, and you are like, I start crying for no reason, and when I wake up, I seen in my dream, when I wake up, I have tears in my eyes, but I can't remember my dream. I can only remember bits and pieces of things. So what they're doing is putting you in a room of sleep to cause trauma within your brain. And so if you're waking up with tears in your eyes, can't remember your dream, this is that spell. And in order for you to go through each one of these, you have to, all 7 of the dwarfs represent a stage of the Sleeping Beauty spell. So you have to have all 7 signs. It's not just 1, 2. You go through all 7. Okay, so Sleepy, the dwarf that's named Sleepy, you take naps at unusual times, and this particular is really clouding your root chakra, your crown chakra and your root chakra. So they're blocking off these 2 chakras, so you're not able to spiritually communicate and think and do stuff that you would normally do in your in the spiritual realm. So they're like incapacitating you in a way. They're like basically going against your freedom. So and I just want to point out, each one of these stages that you're going through, they're conditioning you for an outcome, for you to act out in a certain way, or to do a certain thing, or to act in a certain way. So Yeah, crying in your sleep, waking up with tears in your eyes or dried up tears is another sign. And you can't remember your dreams, and it's like you sleep at unusual times. Like I was going to sleep 3 or 4 times a day, and I am a person that only needs 4 hours. I never take naps. I have never really able taken naps, but during my pregnancies, of course. Um, then the third stage is dopey. You feel like you're wreaking havoc in your life, like because your judgment is clouded and everything is clouded. You don't know how to operate. So you just are going on a whim because you are hypnotized. They're downloading stuff in your subconscious while you sleep. So that dopey phase is like me. I started noticing. I started crying, and then I started getting insecure about stuff. I'm like, because I don't know I know what I want to say, but it's not like I can get it out. It's not like I can. So that dopey, you like. One time I was I want to explain it to you because I actually went through it. And I was in my living room. I just had gotten up, woke up really good, fed my kids, did everything, groomed myself. And then I sat on the floor because I wanted to get really comfortable and I wanted to read and research. And when I read and research, I don't go to sleep because that's something that I like to do. And I noticed I fell asleep like instantly. I couldn't do nothing. Mind you, I hadn't been up for a whole hour. So this is that particular step where it's like woozy. You don't know whether you're going to come in. You know what I mean? It's just like, and then you make assumptions about things. Like I kept making assumptions about certain stuff, and then I'm like, no, that can't be right. It don't add up. But me being, I already have an analytical brain, so I don't, and I'm poised. I don't just act out. But for anybody that has a lot of fire energy in their chart, they would act out. That like they would, if you were in this dopey phase, you would act out because you're confused. You know what's going on, but you don't have everything that's going on. You like, whoa, like something is out of whack. So this is the part where you're wreaking havoc in your life without realizing. So, yeah. Grumpy is the fourth stage, and it's this person is always complaining. When you notice yourself, I'm not really a complainer. So I notice in myself, like starting getting like, oh, just really like technical and critical of everything. And I'm like, I'm not that person. I start to realize that um, you will get bright ideas and to be like cheery, happy, but you can't because you're grumpy. You're in this grumpy mood. You can't be happy about life, and when you're not happy about life, you reject your intuition. So this is a stage where your intuition is speaking to you, but you're grumpy, so you're rejecting everything your intuition is telling you. Everything basically that God, your higher self, is giving you, you're rejecting it at this point because you can't feel happy. You're grumpy. Okay. And you can be very sarcastic and at this point in the spell. After that particular after being grumpy is happy. Number 5 is happy. You get happy all of a sudden. Just started having a good time. But also when you get happy, you have this big appetite. Like you have to eat a lot. And see, I'm not a person that eats a lot. So when I notice that I'm eating a lot, I know I'm being like some type of something is being cast on me. I'm more of a drinker and a side eating person. Like I like vegetables and, rice and stuff. I like side foods. A lot of them. I don't really like a lot of meat, but I noticed that I wanted meat. I had this big appetite. So after happy is bashful. Like you get really romantic. You want to express yourself. You get like overwhelming. It can either make you overwhelmingly shy or overwhelmingly romantic and expressive, but you can't be this way to the person that you truly love. You can't be expressive to the person that you truly love. You can only be like the people that live with you or Say you are in a romantic relationship, you're not going to be able to tell your partner how you really feel. And if you do, it's going to be in an extreme way and it's going to make you look crazy. It goes in between those two. And sneezy. The number 7 sign is that you sneeze. That means the attack is either over or the outcome is coming. Like you're gonna perform whatever outcome that they wanted with casting the sleeping beauty spell on you. So you start to like, you may get a fever and your head hurts. It's different things for different people, because I noticed they did it to my children too. And my daughter, she would have a fever. She will have a fever every after the attack, or at the ending, like the outcome would be that you know you've been attacked is you either sneeze. I sneezed, but my daughter, she got a fever, and there was nothing wrong with her medically. There was nothing wrong with her. So it could go it depends on who you are, but these are the 7 signs. These are the 7 signs that you have a sleeping beauty spell, which is not sleeping beauty at all. You have a post-traumatic stress being forced on you while you're sleeping, which makes you forgetful, brain fog, all these different symptoms and signs. And then you'll make assumptions about things and you'll be wrong because you can't remember or access all the information that you need, because they're pulling and blocking your mind from that particular memory that you need to get yourself in, to access your information so that you can make proper decisions. So they want to basically make your decision for you, and that's what the sleeping beauty spell ultimate does, is to go against your free will. It's to go against your higher self. It's to go against all that so that they can place their how can I put it, their thoughts, ideas on you, what they want your outcome to be, whoever the spellcaster is or whoever's paying the spellcaster. That's what a sleeping beauty spell is. And as you can see, I got a knock on the door. So you guys, I'm out. Peace.